We will be starting a new video series where you watch highlights of us playing MLB The Show 24,
2024.
2024. This first one will be me playing, and I'm playing as the Mariners versus the Cubs on a very low setting. I am not very good at this game. The only way I can be good at this game is on very low settings. But mainly, what we'll be doing during these highlights is discussing the Mariners and what we're excited for, what's coming up, what we've done, what we've watched. So, to start this all off, I'm going to pose a question to Leo. What are you most looking forward to seeing this season with the Mariners?
I'm pretty excited to see Cole Young in the Major League roster. Maybe later in the year. I'm excited to see how Mitch Garver does in 2025. Hopefully he bounces back. And I'm gonna see if JP Crawford can bounce back. If he can bounce back, that'll be cool.
All right, what else are we looking forward to? I think you and I definitely are collecting bobbleheads.
Yep.
There are three bobblehead nights that I know of for Randy Rosarina,
Yep. I'm
Cal,
excited for that.
yeah,
Randy Rosarina.
Cal Raleigh, and
Julio.
Julio. And Julio's doing a bat flip. What's in the Cal Raleigh bobblehead?
He has a platinum glove.
Yeah, for the platinum glove he won. So that's three more bobbleheads for our collection. Leo's trying to rival my collection of bobbleheads. He's getting close, and if he continues to go to baseball games his entire life, he might be able to surpass my collection.
But when I'm a kid, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Yes, while we're living together in the same house, you probably will not surpass me. I think we are also going to be going to an Aqua Sox game where they're giving out a bobblehead of Bryce Miller.
Okay. I'm not really sure of that. I never knew they'd give out a Bryce Miller bobblehead. But but I knew we were going to an Aqua Sox game, and we're also going to a Rainiers game probably, and I'm excited to see Cole Young there.
Yeah, so we'll see Cole Young and we'll see Harry Ford.
Dom Canzone maybe.
Dom Canzone if he's not on the major league roster. Yeah, we're probably going to go with my game group. Rob, Uncle Rob,
William.
William.
If you guys watch my channel, you should know William. We do Minecraft's $1 edition, 1 point something. We're almost at 2.0.
So we'll be going with them. We also plan to do a lot more games of running around the bases.
Yep.
I think you're planning on taking at least Connor,
Yeah.
maybe Caden. Who else were you thinking of taking?
Maybe Oliver.
Maybe Oliver? That'd be fun. Um,
I don't think Jet. I think Jet's a little too crazy. If William wants to go, maybe him.
Maybe. We'll see. Usually they'll go to one game with us. What other games are we going to? Do you think Mom's going to take us to the Taiwanese Heritage game this year?
Hopefully. And I think we're going to Ichiro's retirement game, which is exciting.
You and I are going to Ichiro's number retirement, I believe, with Uncle Chris and Kelly. You, me, and Mom are going to go get the Ichiro Funko Pop about 4 or 5 days earlier.
Okay. Sounds exciting.
Are there any particular matchups you're looking forward to watching the Mariners?
Maybe Mariners and Astros?
Maybe Mariners and Astros. I know we had originally planned on going to a game, two games really, in Chicago to watch the Mariners play the Cubs. But because of the snowstorms in Seattle, greater Seattle area, and your schooling got pushed back, we were not going to be able to do that this year. Hopefully, in 2 years when the Mariners go back.
Yeah, I kind of miss that. I was not expecting those 2 snow days, or maybe even 3.
I think it was 3 snow days.
I'm sad about we can't go to Chicago.
Yeah, we'll go another year. We also sadly didn't line up this year for us because I promised you that we would go to Texas if the Mariners were to play the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers back to back and go to one game, then drive to the other city and go to the other game. Except for their schedule doesn't play that out this year.
Yeah, it's sad, but they did it last year.
Did they do that last year?
Yeah, I think they played Texas and Houston last year back to back.
Okay. Well, hopefully they bring it back next year and we can go.
Really, I'm excited for 2025. Hopefully the Mariners get better. hopefully make the playoffs.
All right, well, let's see here. Do you think the Mariners are going to make the playoffs this year?
It depends. If Donovan Solano is going to do good, if Mitch Garver's going to bounce back, I think so. And if JP's bouncing back too.
All right, but I want your gut instinct. I want your guess. Yes or no, Mariners make the playoffs.
Yes.
You're saying yes. You know what? I'm going to be a positive person and I'm going to agree with you. I think the answer is yes as well.
I mean, especially with Cole Young, who's most likely going to start later in the year. Maybe middle, like July, June.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm hoping though Bliss is our opening day second baseman. It would be exciting to see him be an everyday player.
Yeah. Dylan Moore's not really an everyday player. However, if like Bliss gets injured and Polanco is not playing as much, you could put Dylan Moore in.
Well, Dylan Moore is definitely going to give people days off if he's the super utility player because he can play almost any position.
Yeah, but I think the only position he can't play is catcher.
Probably pitching as well.
Yeah, but people can put random people on the mound.
That's true. One of our favorite Chicago Cubs.
Anthony Rizzo struck Freddie Freeman out in the at bat.
Yep, and that's why I say that the Yankees should have put Anthony Rizzo on the mound to strike out Freeman
in that first game where he walked off.
Where he had the walk-off grand slam, yeah. Do you have anything exciting you're hoping for the Chicago Cubs, our second favorite team?
Hoping they make the playoffs.
All right. Did you like any moves they did? They picked up Kyle Tucker.
I'm excited about. I actually like that move.
I like that move. I know one of your favorite Chicago Cubs players is
Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson, yes. I know the Mariners were in talks to try to get Nico Horner. Would you have been happy if the Mariners had picked up Nico Horner?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see here. Who do you think will be the best Mariners pitcher this year?
Either Logan Gilbert or maybe Brian Wu.
Oh wow, you're going Logan or Brian Wu? I'm gonna go with Logan. I think you're right. I think he has a strong chance. As much as I like Wu, I'm gonna go Bryce Miller though.
Yeah.
I like Bryce Miller a lot.
Yeah. Especially he's getting a new pitch to cutter, I think.
Yeah. Let's see here. What other questions could I ask you? Who do you think will pick up George Kirby starts at the beginning of the season? I'll give you options.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know that George Kirby is injured, so he's not going to start the season on the active roster.
Maybe then Emerson Hancock.
You think it's Emerson Hancock? I was going to go Logan Evans or Emerson Hancock. Who do you think?
Probably Emerson Hancock because he's had big league experience.
He's had big league experience. You're absolutely right.
But I think Logan Evans has had less big league experience if he has had big league experience.
He has not been in the majors yet, but it is possible that they might try him out just to see if they can if he'll do better than Emerson Hancock. Because you know what you're going to get with him, but you might not realize how good Logan Evans will be in the major leagues.
True. And maybe they could put Thornton in.
Thornton in?
No, I highly doubt this, but maybe Thornton.
Thornton for relief or as a starter? Starter. Interesting.
What, they put Jonathan Diaz or Brian Wu last year once.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess Jonathan Diaz could be the starter in place of Emerson Hancock, George Kirby, or Logan Evans.
They're all injured somehow.
Well, no, I'm just thinking if you're going to possibly put Emerson Hancock in or put in Logan Evans, you could also consider Jonathan Diaz. However, I would go for Logan Evans or Hancock first. Let's see here. What others? Do you think Robles will do as good as he did last year?
I don't think he will do as good, but he will definitely still be good.
Definitely still be good.
I have a question for you.
Sure, what's your question?
What prospect from the Mariners are you most excited about?
Prospect? Mm-hmm. So somebody who hasn't played in the majors yet?
Yes.
All right, somebody who has not played in the majors yet. For this year, I'm going to go Cole Young. It's an easy answer. He's the closest to the majors. But if we're not going to easy answer, I'd like to see if Harry Ford can get into the majors, whether he's playing as the backup catcher or some other position, because I'd just like to see if he could break out this year.
Maybe Yoger Bautista.
You Batista is 17 right now. I don't think he's anywhere near the majors.
Yeah.
Or are we talking about? Let me rephrase. I thought we were talking about players we could see this year. Or are we just talking in general? All.
General.
Aha. Batista is definitely a good answer. I'm going to go Colt Emerson. That's the.
Yeah, he does have a big possibility or
He has a lot of talent. He has a very high ceiling, is what they say.
potential.
Potential. I'd say him because he's pretty cool. Celestine, I believe, is similar to Batista. I mean, he came from the international signings, but he's a few years ahead, so we might see him sooner. But yeah, so my answers would be Colt, Emerson, or Celestine.
Hmm.
Well, I've answered your question. Let's have you answer your question.
Mine is my prospect, my favorite prospect, my most excited prospect, either Cole Emerson or Bautista.
Okay. Now I just thought of another one. Senja, the and
Frangelo Sensei, the switch-handed pitcher.
the switch-handed pitcher.
Oh,
If he keeps switch-hand pitching, that'd be sort of cool to see in the majors. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
That would be fun. All right. Well, I think that'll just about do it for our first episode of this. I hope you enjoy it, and you all have a wonderful day. Leo, you can say goodbye.
Bye.